What up, guys? I know it's been a while. I've been gone a lot. It's a lot of personal stuff and everything. It's not just okay. Maybe it is personal because I've been very lazy to do the editing for the Rhode Island video, so I apologize. And I've been very tired recently. The only time I feel fine is when I'm at work. Speaking of, I'm working a lot this week, so I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Saturday. Oh wait, no, that's Friday. Never mind. It was Friday, not Saturday. My bad. And then I think I'm off this weekend. I'm not on for Saturday or Sunday. So I'm not sure. So, hi. Hi. Say hello, Lucy. Say hello. Meow. If you guys did not know, my cat is here. So, yeah. It has been. Lucy's gonna be around in the background. She kept Oh yeah, she kept literally walking all over my laptop while I was editing. So I had to I spent all of today fixing the video because it duplicated. It actually duplicated only one part. I thought it was multiple, but I spent the whole day fixing that. So I'm half asleep. I'm half asleep. So, hey Noah. And yeah, it has been a long time though, literally, because I've been very lazy with the editing, and I'm sorry. Most of the time when I get home, I either want to just play on my Switch, which speaking of, I got my Switch now, or I'm just I eat, I watch YouTube, go to bed, or the TV. It depends on what day. But I'm working a lot this week, so it's kind of good. I only worked 2 days last week, so I had time. We went to Salem. That video is gonna be a flop because we couldn't do what I normally wanted to do, and my dad was cranky the whole time, so it sucks. Literally. That's good, Noah. Literally. Oh yeah. Yeah, I went to Salem. This is new. My sister thought I had this already when she saw it because I wore it when I went to go see her. She literally thought like I already had this for a long time. No, I literally got it when I was at Salem, actually. And you can tell that I bought this because my mom would never buy me anything like that. So that's it's a difference. Yeah, we did go shopping for like 2 seconds. It's a whole funny story though. I haven't been around either Western, so I feel that. You're gonna be stuck in a shit ton of traffic, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, because my dad actually brought it up. Oh, he's like, oh, we should probably come back in October. And then he realized what he said. And then he's like, oh, the traffic's gonna be bad. I gave him a look before he even realized that, which is straight up hilarious. But it's still funny. Get a hold of what? No, yeah, in October it is. In the summer it's totally fine. I got burnt bad. So I also was out of commission for a while. My back is starting to fully heal. And also it sucks cuz like my back is also bruised because I walked back I keep backing into the table when I'm right near the ice cream freezers. I keep backing into that table when I'm doing closing and I have to scrub the floor and it messes up my back for a while. And sometimes I back into it so hard, it hurts. It hurts so bad. And then I'm stuck like that for a while. I have no idea. Yeah, it's a nice beanie, but there were other ones. Cause in Salem you can actually make your own beanie. You can actually buy the patches separately and the beanie separately, and then they put it together for you actually, which is actually pretty cool. It's kind of like you know how like Build-A-Bear is? It's like that, but with beanies in a way. That should actually work. Hi, come here. You want to say hi again? You want to say hi again? Or no? Lucy. Lucy. She's being an angel. Majority of the time, she's attacking me or jumping right on my laptop because she wants attention. So you can't mess up my YouTube work. Speaking of, I actually got that done. Thank God. So I should be exporting that after I do live stream, which is good. Did you want to say hi? Did you? Don't look at me. Look at the camera. Don't look at me. Look at the camera, girl. If you guys don't remember Lucy, she's gotten big. She's gotten big. She's no longer a kitten no more. Look at her. Oh, my baby. Mwah. And she's gotten chunky too. Jeez. She's no longer a kitten. She's gonna be staying here now. So she stays with me now. True, not the same though. True, not the same though. No, I'm surprised that you're in. I thought that you would be working today, actually. I'm surprised you popped in. Thank you for popping in though, clearly. So yeah. So I have the Rhode Island video, and then I have the car show video, and then I have the Salem video. So those are going to be the videos that are going to be back to back to back. I have not touched anything for the cruise night video, and I have not touched anything for the Salem video. I did Paranormal Investigate in Salem when I was there. That's it. But like, I just don't think it's going to work out the way I wanted it to, because the whole part was for us to go to Fort Pickering. We could not go into Winter Island because we did not have $15, physical $15 to get in on our person. So we couldn't go. And also my dad was rushing us the whole time we were there. So I couldn't be able to do everything the way I needed to or wanted to. So, and then because I told my boss about it like Friday, because I did closing Friday. And he was closing with us. So I was telling him about it that day. And I also wanted to go to Witch's Tavern. My dad said no. We ended up just eating at the Clam Shack, which was fine because I love their food too. But I just wanted to do something different because majority of the time we do it's kind of like a ritual to go to the Clam Shack every time we go to Salem. So, I mean, it is what it is. So. Yeah, no, it's not the same because shirts are different. It's not really printing. It's I don't know what they do. Some of them are stitched. I think this one's like glued on or whatever because I washed it because I was sweating to death when we were coming home from Salem. So I was gross. But I had to shower anyway because of the sunburn. My mom also got sunburnt too. We did not put on sunscreen, so that was not smart. Literally, oh god, but we went to Maine Willows Beach instead of Dead Horse Beach. So yeah, that's where I recorded the outro for that video. But I mean, it was still nice, but also traumatizing. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, good for you, Noah, because I go back to work Tuesday. So, yay. But I prefer working instead of being at home anyway. So at least this week is packed for me at least because again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. For some reason, I think I'm working an extra day, but I'm actually not. I think I might have this weekend fully off. I believe. So I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the schedule again because I keep forgetting because I know I have today off and then I have tomorrow off, obviously. And I also ordered my camera case last night. So I'm getting my camera case finally. Thank God. And then I also have to get a case for my Switch So I haven't had a time to wipe down the screen though. I also have this too. So this came with it. I don't know why I'm saying this too. It's part of the control. Oh yeah. So you know what sucks? So you know how with the Wii, right? You can be able to take off a controller and then play with I did not mean to turn it on. I pressed the button. Oh Jesus. So my point is that like when you play Mario Kart, you could be able to play it like this, and I can't do that with these controllers for some odd reason. I don't know. Well, actually, no. There's a way to do that. My best friend Megan knows how to do that. I do not. I do not. I tried and it never works. So I have to either play it like this, which I don't like doing. I just put it in here, and then I just use the joy icon for it, and I've gotten used to that. But I want to be able to get the wheels for it so bad because I miss being able to play with it by going like this, because I'm able to do much more with those controls because it's different types of controls than I am with the non-steering wheel with playing with this. But I also like playing with this because when I have my carpal tunnel works up, it's better to just keep it in one place so I can just play like that instead. So true. This is the regular Switch. They do not have the Legend of Zelda Switch for the Switch 2. So, and I really wanted the Switch, and then I didn't want to wait extra for the Switch 2. I might get the Switch 2, but it's also very expensive right now, Mark. And I wasn't going to pay that much also for that one. Also, again, they don't have the Legend of Zelda version. So, I got the Tears of the Kingdom version, if that wasn't obvious. I don't know if you know what that is. I didn't know what it was until I got the Switch, and I really wanted that game. My sister's boyfriend was like, "No, don't get that game. Get The Legend of Zelda." I forget the name. I forget the name. I think it's Breath of the Wild. I think it's Breath of the Wild. It has to be that one. Yes. Yes. I want that game so bad. Obviously the first game I got, hold on, let me show you. The first game I got is obviously my favorite game of all time. It's the game that I play all the time. It's literally Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because I have Mario Kart 7 on my DS. But I like this because I like to hook it up to the TV instead. And my Switch is at 85%. I have not used it in a couple days. I can look at my log. Offline a day, never mind. Maybe I played it like a day ago actually, and I just don't remember. But also sometimes it's not correct. The time frame. It's not correct. I bet. It's not the Zelda, I think the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is a newer game, I think, but I could be wrong about that actually. Not really, because some people don't use their Switches that often because my best friend, she has a Switch. She has 2 accounts on the Switch, and I'm only friends with one of her accounts on the Switch. Because I don't have like I do have a Nintendo account, but I can't get back into it. It's linked to my my 3DS. I tried to set it up with this one, so I have one that I can't play online with this unless I put it on the Nintendo account, which I don't feel like doing because I'm too lazy to make another one. I'm too lazy. I also want to focus on my videos for YouTube because I've been gone for so long. So it's also like in or out, but every time I took a break, I literally just set up my Switch, and when my mom's home, I just play off my Switch. But when she's not home, I hook it up to TV because I'm like, yeah. But like I also like to listen to the TV when I'm playing my game. So I mean, it is what it is. I also found which Switch case that I want so bad. and I was gonna order it, but I was like, I would rather wait until I get paid again in order to get the case. But either way, I don't even know because I also have the strap part because it came with that because I brought it up to my best friend Megan and she's like, "Well, I bought them." I'm like, "Okay, but mine came with them automatically. I didn't have to buy them separately." So we were literally we were talking about it when we went to the movies. So we were having like a little mini argument that wasn't even an argument in the car while her mom was driving us to the movies about the switches. She spent a lot of money on her Switch. She has like multiple stuff and like I need to get more controllers for my Switch anyway because if I want to play with more than one person, I mean I can and I can't. I have to figure out how to do that because I only have this controller. And it only works for one person at a time, obviously. But I've also never selected multiplayer, so that's probably also why I don't understand how it works. So like Jesus. True, because you only like the travel ones. Like you play your Game Boy more than you play like anything else. So, like, it doesn't matter. Everybody's different. Like I haven't played on the Wii since I got my Switch much, except for when I was playing the Legend. Oh yeah, speaking of, let me go grab that actually. Because we actually have this game for the Wii, and then when I open it, because the game is in the Wii, but we also have Wii Sports too. I put it in both. So like this was upstairs, in my cousin's apartment upstairs. So he had it, and I wanted to play it so bad. Only played it once for a couple hours, and then when my mom came home, I asked her if she wanted to play it because this is her game. My grandmother, my mom is literally a sniper with this game, and I found the Wii gun for this, and then I finally found the nunchucks. So I had to beg my mom to ask my cousin to bring it down for a long time, and I only played it once. And I grew up with this game. I have gotten horrible with this game because I haven't played it in years. But I am also very spastic with the trigger because I want to be able to hit the targets. But it is what it is. The only ones that I'm good at is when I'm actually hitting the skeleton dudes. I forget what those are called. And then when we do the dragon, or this one too, that one right there. But like, that one. So anything that I'm able to move around and shoot like creatures or whatever, I'm able to like. Those are the ones that I'm good at. If it's just me shooting at the targets, I'm not good at, which is straight up funny because I'm really good at archery, like actual archery. I'm not talking about like the Wii archery that you can do at the Resort game if you ever played it. Which is funny. I have horrible accuracy on the Wii, but in real life it's totally different. It's insane. It's scary. It's scary, but it's also different. But nah, because my sister's boyfriend Alex has played both the Breath of the Wild and the Tears of the Kingdom. He says it feels like a DLC, so he's literally just like, just get the other game. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get the other game. But I do want the DLC for the Mario Kart though, because for the Mario Kart, you're able to unlock the other cups, and so they have a Coconut Mall version, which is totally different, which I prefer the Wii version of that. Actually, what makes me very excited, so I told my best friend Megan, I'm like, what I want to do for a video at some point is just me talking about the variations of Mario Kart games, and that includes the DS, the Wii, and the Switch as example, and compare and contrast what I like more about the games, and then see if I could be able to do the gameplay as well. I don't know how it's gonna work with because like my sister had a DS Lite. I don't know where it is. I had it here for a little bit, and then I think I brought it back to my parents' house, and then it disappeared again. My sister wants it back, obviously. So I've only played on the DS Lite, my 3DS, which is mine because I bought it myself, and then the Wii and the Switch. I've never played on an original DS like ever, actually. But I've played the original DS game because it works on the DS Lite, the 3DS. Obviously, it would not work with the it wouldn't. But I also like the Lego Batman that I have on DS, and I keep forgetting that I have it. I found it in my bag. It was there. So, ain't that right, Lucy? Ain't that right? And then also Lucy has to deal with me screaming every time I have to play Mario Kart. Out of nowhere, she's napping on the couch. And then literally I just start yelling every time I lose. She hates me sometimes. But she gets me back by biting me all the time. So, and scratching the shit out of my arms. She's definitely my daughter. You got a little attitude, but I still love you. I love you. Majority of the time, she's fine, though. Wait, what do you mean? Finding the Zelda game harder than Minecraft? Oh yeah, speaking of, yeah, Animal Crossing. So like they have actual Animal Crossing tracks on Mario Kart. I love it. They have Link as a character on the on Mario Kart. They all, and one of my favorite ones of the new Mario Kart 8 is actually the Zelda castle. But it's also because I love the sound effects of collecting the jewels. And then the castle's just straight up beautiful. The quality of like the Switch game is terrifying. Yes, thank you for the kiss. Thank you for the kiss, even though you're gonna bite me later anyway. She got me good like last night, like right here, scabbed up already. I didn't even know that she got me. Actually, I didn't feel it until I felt like the recent scab. You like to do that, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I still can't believe you're not a kitten anymore. Stop getting old. You're killing me. Because Lucy was a kitten in like 2023, and then now she's practically an adult. And the reason why she's here is because she got fixed. So that's why she's here with me. And then I told my mom she's not going back to the regular house. I'm like, she's staying here with me. It's better if she stays here with me for a lot of reasons. So, I mean, it is what it is. I was also actually planning to get Minecraft for the Switch, actually. So, we'll see what happens, because I honestly know I'm getting the Zelda game first. Because I really want to play it, and I want to play it off of the TV because the bigger screen. I really want to play it. And I also realized that there's also Legend of Zelda protector cases that you can put on here, and they're actually really, really cute. And then I'm like, I also don't want to get it because I think it's gonna be fine, because I don't really travel with this, so I normally don't bring it places anyway, or at least at the moment, because I have no case for it. So it is what it is. But yeah, I should start doing that for streams. I might do that later on, but I haven't like used my Switch in a whole day, so like that surprised me too. And then because like when on the cruise night, because I asked my best friend Megan, I'm like, oh, have you been on your Switch? Because it says that you haven't been active in like 10 days. She's like, oh yeah, I was just using my other account. I'm like, what do you mean other account? Because she has the account where she doesn't have to play online. So I just thought it was funny. I'm like, okay. But it's not like I play with her online anyway, because I don't have it set up. I'm too lazy to set it up. Can you not do that? Can you not do that, Moose? Meow. But I mean, it is what it is. Wait, what do you mean? I'm good, you? I don't get the like done part at the bottom here. Wait, did it? At the end! I meant at the end, not the... Ugh. I'm taking this off. Her cat hair is making my nose itchy. You know what sucks? Is that, like, after, like, I have to hold Lucy before I have to go to work, so her hair gets all in my face, and I keep scratching it. I keep scratching my face every time I go into work, and then they ask me if, like, if I'm not feeling good or whatever. I'm like, no, it's just cat hair. Yeah, hopefully it is out on time. It should be, because again, I think I fully finished the editing. I have to do more watch throughs after I'm done the live stream though, because whenever I think I'm done, there's always something there. And then I also figured out how to keep it on the 4K when I render it, because I was figuring that out for like an hour last night. And then I have to, I think I might add something to the thumbnail. I'm not fully sure yet, because I keep thinking about doing it, and then I end up not even doing it. So I like the thumbnail how it is, but I also want to add a little bit jazz, and that's just me adding just one more thing on it. Oh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Literally. I can record the gameplay. I just forget how to do that, because I do. Hold on. I have stuff saved for when I beat Mario Kart that one time. Where is it? I only have like a little bit there. See? I only have a little bit in my album. That's it. And 2 of them are just 30-second videos, and I did take screenshots as well. That was when I literally got the Switch and I just started playing the game, because I got the game before I got the Switch. So I had Mario Kart before I even got the Switch, because I ordered it the same day. Yeah. And then I keep forgetting I'm a pro at GameStop, so I can get stuff on like clearance. So there's that. But like for a whole time when I got the Switch, I was mostly playing it like crazy. Even when I had to do stuff and get stuff done, it was terrifying, but also fun at the same time. I was also happy when my mom had to leave to go to work, so I can actually hook it up to the TV. Because I kept asking her, she hates it when I because she can't watch the TV, and she does not like watching me play. She does not like watching me play video games like at all on the TV. She just wants to watch the TV. So I'm like, wah. So like I can't use it on the TV when she's home. So I'm like, great. Not that I don't like just playing it on the Switch itself, but the Switch screen is smaller. So sometimes when my brain just blanks out and I'm staring at the screen, I end up dying more than I do on the actual TV, because it's easier for me to focus on the TV because it's full screen. Because I also had Megan hook hers up to my TV when we were playing hers, but she has the DLC version with Mario Kart, so I was able to because they have my favorite racetrack actually on the DLC, which is Moonview Highway. And I love it. And the soundtrack is even better on the Switch than it was on the Wii. But I like both, which is terrifying. So it's quite interesting. But they have the carnival game that we used to have on the Wii. I have no clue what happened to it, but they have it for the Switch, and I really want to get that just because, even though it's not gonna be the same thing, I just really want to get it. I just really want to get it. I want to see how that one is, because there's a lot of games on the Wii that they have there. They also have like a Nickelodeon race car game that I saw. And then they had the Avatar Last Airbender game too. There was another game that I liked, but yeah, I didn't even know that they could actually hook up to other devices, which is stupid because it does have that option on here. I keep forgetting about it. That's just me, I guess. I keep forgetting about it. But like majority of the time when I get out of work, the first thing I want to do is just play on my Switch when I get home, mostly. And I've done that so many times. And then I play until like 1 a.m. And I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to go to sleep because I'm working the other day majority of the time. I don't have the day off, but then I sleep the whole day. Half the time I don't even sleep the whole day. I literally scare myself to get up. So I have time to do whatever, even though I get back on my Switch anyway for majority of the day. I've been editing like crazy recently because I want the video to be out Monday. And then the cruise night video is not going to go well either because of the radio in the background, because DJ Gary was that's his name, by the way, to be the DJ. And like he was playing it. He only turned it off a couple times, so I was able to record as much as I could, but it's not going to work the way I want it to because I have to cut a lot out, and it sucks because we were very packed that night, and it was still a really good night, actually. It was still very fun. Plus, I was also scared to leave Lucy here when we went to Salem because that's the longest I've been away from home since she's been here. Because it was a whole day trip. Even though we went to Rhode Island too, but like that's just an hour away. It's not like 2 hours. Hey. Oh, yeah. Okay, that explains it. I don't have that. No, Jesus. Jesus, Mark. You could just be half asleep. So, I mean, it is what it is. True. But, like, I always forget how to record off of my Switch anyway. I've only done it twice because I keep forgetting what button it is. Half the time I forget majority what the buttons do in the first place. So, that's just me. I know the select button because that's A for like everything. And then how to pause is plus or minus depending on if you're using only one controller or the other. It literally switches with everything, honestly. So it depends on how everything's going. Because like the home button is how you record if you're using it as the group controller. And then when you're using this controller, it's obviously this button like right there. So it is what it is. But honestly, once I get the Zelda game, nobody's going to see me for a very long time because I'm going to be so focused on playing that game. Even though I'm going to die within 2 seconds, it's going to be perfect. But yeah, it I don't know. I just like it better, I guess. But I do use my Switch a lot, and I've been mostly on my laptop for the past couple days because I've been editing. And then I feel bad because was it last Monday? Oh no, it was a Monday before last Monday. It was Memorial Day. We went to go record in Foster, Rhode Island. And then I kept saying that incorrectly. I also called Walker, Mr. Walken a couple times near the end of the video because I was half asleep. And I kept it in the video because I thought it was hilarious, so I didn't cut that out. So I was like, oh God. It's just, it is what it is, I guess. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know, Luce. I don't even know. Your cat hair gets everywhere. She likes to say hi to you guys. She's just here. Say hi to Lucy. She's too cute. She's too cute. She's too cute. I cannot believe she's an adult cat now. It hurts. It hurts my soul. I remember when we got you. You were so tiny. I mean, you still are tiny, but still. I love you so much. Jesus. True. I have to figure out what that is. I just got an email. Oh, geez. No, but I gotta figure out how to do that though. Legitimately. But we'll figure it out when it comes to that. I have to figure out how to record videos like that. Because I want to be able to do that at some point. So we'll see. But that would probably just go to my second channel because I don't want to mess up what I've already done with this channel. I might do gaming once in a while on here, but like I don't want to make it like a mainstream thing. So, I mean, we'll see about that. And then I'm also happy that I didn't work the cruise night because I would have cried because we were very, very, very packed that day. It was terrifying. And I ordered like ice cream twice, I think. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I ordered ice cream on my way out. Because I got chicken tenders with fries. Oh, yeah, because I got a milkshake. That's why I was thinking I got ice cream twice, but I didn't. Is interesting. But, I mean, it is what it is, though. So. True, but again, I'm going to be playing off the TV, so it's going to be a totally different setup. And yeah, I can. Oh, wait. Actually, no, I don't think I can with this. Oh. I would have to get something special for that specifically. For that. I think. Because I don't have that type of plug-in into, like, it can't directly go into my laptop because I have an Apple laptop. So we'll see. We'll see how it is. But we'll see how it is. I'm going to have to see how that is. I'm half asleep. I need a nap. That's what I need. I need a nap. I need a full-ass nap. So, I mean, yes? You hear the neighbors outside? The window's open, Lucy. Meow. It's okay. She's my live stream partner, Lucy Goosey. My Lucy Goosey. Meow. Meow. But yeah, it does depend on that. But we'll see how that goes, though, pretty soon. So that's something to worry about for later. So Mark, for your question for last time, for my last live stream, because you asked me, what I had planned for like the summer, right? For YouTube videos. That's close. It's close enough. It's close enough question. But no, so the point is I do want to do some fishing videos, some fishing vlogs actually. I have to get more fishing equipment. I also have to set up my fishing pole too because there's no line on it right now. There's no line on it right now. So we'll see how it is. I already have my tackle bag already. And I just have to get more fish hooks and everything else. So, practically. Because I forgot that I had that planned when you asked me that question. So that's why I felt bad when I couldn't answer that question. So I apologize. So. Not really, because mine doesn't have a place to put in a card, though, unless it has the USB-C plug-in. So it's kind of like what I use for my SD card reader. That's what I mean by I can't plug it into the TV unless it has the USB-C port, and then it plugs into the, I forgot what they call that, because I have the cable to plug in my Switch into the TV, because actually I don't remember if the Wii has that plug-in. Actually, I could be getting that wrong. It is what it is, though. I never said you weren't, Mark. I never said that you weren't gonna do that, Mark. I know you do. Lucy, that's the neighbors. Why are you so confused? Why do you look so terrified? Lucy! Meow. She's enjoying herself. She's just being a loosey-goosey. Meow. You're so soft. Meow. If you guys can't see her, she literally is in the corner. Staring at the TV. No, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That thing. I didn't know how to pronounce that. That's why. Because we also have for the Roku to plug into the TV, it also has to be plugged into that. Unless that's another. We have two of them. There's one for my Switch, and then there's one for something totally different. I don't even remember what it's even plugged to, and I'm staring at the TV. And I'm staring at the TV, but I can't see the backside. So I mean, it is what it is. And I'm too lazy to get up again. So it is what it is. No, she loves me so much. She's literally laying right next to me. She's always like that. She's around me more than anybody else, honestly. And also she's a cat who likes to lick too, which is not normal. She likes to give kisses. Not all cats do that. It's actually it's more of like a rare thing. True, but there's also the Roku stick too, so I think it's plugged into like two things at once. But it could also just be the normal TV plug-in. I don't know, because again, there's only two of them, so I don't even know. And it's my grandmother's TV. And I've used this TV for years. I know the controls on the TV, but I also don't at the same time, which is straight up hilarious. It be helpy though, you know. It is. Plus, this year has been very hard for me in general, and like I was not feeling good last night or today. But with Lucy being home, it helps my depression a lot. So I'm not as going through it. And plus also I like being at work a lot too. So well, I mean the Roku stick isn't plugged into that, but I get what you're saying though, Mark. I don't know unless I look behind the TV, then it would make more sense. But no, it does make sense. But like I also remembered like the other one is always plugged in for something else because it's always been plugged into this TV. I just don't remember what it's plugged into. So I don't think it is the Roku because this is an older TV, I guess. I don't know. I know for a fact that you probably are right, Mark. I'm just stupid, so you know. Or at least I've been feeling that way because I've been so tired. I only feel awake when I'm at work. Whenever I drink Gatorade. I've been drinking Gatorade now. It doesn't make me sick anymore, but it helps me feel like I'm somewhat awake. I'm still tired, but I'm able to be more aware and get stuff done when I'm drinking it. So, like I have like two things of Gatorade in the fridge because I need it so much. So, it is what it is. So, but like I do there are other places that I do want to hit for the summer, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to because I never know how much I'm working each week until it's Saturday. So I have to plan out my week after every Saturday because our schedules for the next week get finalized on Saturday sometimes. Sometimes they're fully out early on Friday, and I was working Friday, so I got my schedule. But half the time, I actually want to be able to go into work on my days off too at the same time because I would rather just be there doing stuff. And I love my coworkers, so I want to be like interacting with them like all day. Ain't that right, Lucy? Not that I don't love you, Lucy. I love spending time with you too, Lucy Goosey. Meow. I love you too. You're so cute. And you're such a sass, but you get that from me. Can you stop biting me? Stop biting me. Can I have my hand back? Yeah. Yeah. Ow. Jesus Christ. Jeez. I mean, it's been that way since we got her, honestly. I knew that she was my daughter as soon as we got her in the first place. We got Lucy for free, actually. But like I do love being home with her, but like majority of the time I'd rather be out and working at my job than being home. Even though when I'm at work, my coworkers have to deal with me, like I should be home editing instead. And it's not that I don't like work. It's just like I also know that I have a lot of editing when I get back home and I just don't want to do it. Half the time I can't do it because when I'm half asleep, even if I drink a Monster, I'm still not partially here at the same time. So it's literally like I can't get anything done. And then when people text me when I get out of work, I can't answer them right away because I'm half asleep. They're not going to understand what I'm saying. It literally sounds like I'm speaking gibberish practically. Or like half the time I don't even realize what I'm saying because I'm half asleep. And I am tired and I am half asleep majority of the time, but sometimes I'm more tired than others because my brain doesn't be quiet. Like it's always screaming in my brain. There's only a small part of when it's like giving me peace, and that's like 1% of the time, and it sucks, literally. A VCR to digital? What do you mean by that, Mark? No, it is not finished now, Mark, because like I haven't even touched that video yet because I have to finish the Rhode Island video first. That's what I got to do first. Don't stress me out more. I already know I have to do it. I didn't even move anything from like the car show or when I went to Salem. I did not transfer any of that onto my laptop yet. Have not. Have not. And it has to go up tomorrow. The Rhode Island video. And then right after I'm done with the Rhode Island video, like officially, I have to start on the car show stuff. You're gonna kill me. You're gonna stress me out more than I need to be. I already know I have to do it. All right. I know, but I also want a vacation off of editing at the same time, but I can't because I've already been gone long enough at the same time. So like I have to get them out. And I only have 3 videos at once, including the Rhode Island one that I'm technically almost done with. I've already had to edit it a couple times more before I even went up for the live stream. And it's stressing me out because again, I have a time frame for when this stuff has to be out. And sometimes on Sunday nights, I have to stay up until 5 a.m. to get it fully done. And I'm half asleep. And then it scares me when I'm half asleep because I know I'm not going to be able to do as best of a job as I can when I'm tired. And my sleep schedule is jack crap recently because I can't fall asleep or I don't want to go to sleep. I prolong my bedtime as much as I can because I don't want to go to sleep because I can't sleep. Even if I go to bed early, can't sleep. Go to bed late, can't sleep. And then half the time, if I go down for a nap, can't sleep. I'm just suffering because I cannot sleep and it makes me more moody. And then I feel bad when I'm at work because I don't want to murder somebody at work. And again, I love my coworkers so much, especially when I work Mondays, which is kind of funny because I have this Monday off. It's been a long time from what I remember since I've had a Monday off, which I love working Monday nights because majority of the time Mondays we're not as busy. So we're able to just goof around mostly. We do work. We don't only just goof around. I make sure like everything's done, but we also have enough time to get everything done so we don't have extra stuff to do. So then we're just both bored. And I say both because majority of the time when I do work Monday nights, I'm with my coworker Natalia, and I love my coworker Natalia. She's helped me like not feel as depressed as I normally do. Same thing with like Lucy, even though she was like biting the heck out of my arm 2 seconds ago. She also scratched the heck out of my arm too. Jesus, that's terrifying. But I'm so used to her doing that, so it's fine. No, I know what a VCR is. I meant like I'm old enough to know what a VCR is, Mark. And a VHS. because the VCR has both the VHS and the the DVD area there. Well, the VHS is only a VHS tape. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I'm sorry. I was on a roll for like 2 seconds and I lost it. Jesus. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because people do that. I've seen that on Instagram actually. True, but then when I finally get to sleep, I have nightmares and then I can't sleep again. So I'm like, perfect. And then also it's been hot, so I can't sleep when it's hot. The humidity, I can't because I'm sweating like all the time. And I'm too stubborn to just sleep with a thin blanket. I need to be literally wrapped in a comforter. Otherwise I cannot fall asleep. I think it's like an anxiety thing. You know, like the weighted anxiety blankets, but I don't like too much weight. So I always have the comforters. I don't know. My sensory issues are weird. I don't know. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Plus, the last few times I was working, we were very busy. So, which was nice. So I wasn't on my phone as much. And it's also funny. I don't know if I brought this up in my last live stream, but my coworker Aja, she had my boss or one of my bosses text me because she thought that I didn't know that I was working that day. I walk in because I have to go in for 4, right? I walk in. I did not see that my boss Harry texted me, and then when I walk into the back room to go put on my my non-slip shoes, he was like, "Oh, you're here," and I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm scheduled to work today. What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, Audra had me text you to make sure you were coming in because you're scared that you thought that you weren't working today," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, I've never done that since I started work, so I'm like, I don't know where that came from. Like, my other coworker, she didn't know her hours changed on the schedule, and she was scheduled for that day. My other boss had me pull it up when she called us back, and I felt bad because she was at a graduation party. But it's not her fault because she wasn't told to work. So it was just me and my boss in the front that day, which was terrifying, but we were able to coexist, thank God. But we weren't that busy that day, so like also thank God for that. Otherwise, it would have been way worse. Oh gosh. But work has been good recently, and out again. Like I practically live at my workplace. Because either I'm there when I'm not working, or I'm there when I am working, which is funny. The car show did work very well. I didn't get to interview anybody, and this is why I'm bringing this back up because I forgot to say this earlier. I didn't get to interview anybody because I didn't have time to, and also mostly it was because of the radio. So I was just scared that it was gonna interfere. So I was like, yeah, nah. So like next time I'm gonna be doing it. So I hope that the blue Chevy Bel Air comes again, because the guy who owns that, I really want to interview specifically as well. The Chevy Malibu that had the Scooby Doo plush in it didn't come back this time, so I was like, wah. But we had a Ford V8, so like that was beautiful too. But it was a different Ford V8 compared to the Ford V8 Gangster that we saw the last time I did a YouTube video at my place of work, actually. So it's yay. So it's yay and not yay because I missed that one. That one was adorable. I think it's been more than 6 months. But yeah, I'm actually finally able to do everything without being as stressed out. I've even done a couple of the flurries too, but it does take me longer because I'm not used to doing the flurries as much, so I have to look on how to make them. We also have a new sundae, which is the black raspberry sundae. I just pray that Harry doesn't do this to me and just take away the strawberry shortcake sundae because it's actually my favorite sundae besides the Reese's Pieces. I'm addicted to eating that sundae. The Oreo sundae's good too, but like nothing beats the strawberry shortcake, which is funny because I'm very picky and with like stuff like that too. So considering that I like it so much is terrifying. And it's also kind of funny because I don't like strawberry ice cream. I don't know. I might have to try our homemade one because it's different. So, but I also understand why people call the cake batter ice cream, which is vanilla ice cream with rainbow sprinkles in it. My boss, my other boss, he makes it and he's able to make it taste like actual cake. I have no idea how he does it. And my best friend, my work best friend, right? She's like, I don't know how he's able to make it taste like this. And she's like, she told me to try it. She was adamantly yelling at me in the front room to try it. So I go and I try it, and then I'm like, what the heck, is he a wizard? Which is true because, and now I understand why people keep calling it birthday cake when it's not called birthday cake. Yeah, and because like sometimes I tell people, I'm like, it's called cake batter, right? They're like, oh. But now I understand why they call it birthday cake because it legit does taste like birthday cake. The only difference is we do not have like the frosting in it. It's the only difference. Only difference. But now, next time I go in, I wanna order a cake batter milkshake because I want to see how it is. And I'm not supposed to have anything that's very sugary. And a lot of people, and then my work best friend was like, "It's really sweet." And I tasted it. I'm like, it's not as sweet as she said it was, but like our preference on sweetness is probably different because everybody's is different. But like to me, it's not as bad. But then I realized if I have to, because we also make the milkshakes with whole milk. So I realized that if I do drink it, especially if I'm working, I'm gonna go die because I got sick at least almost 3 times already at work because it's hot out, the humidity. I'm not supposed to have Jerry in general. Boom, sick. And I feel bad because every time I always work with my coworker Natalia, and then I have to disappear. And then my boss was like, "Why does she have to go to the bathroom like right this second?" Because that was when we just got busy. And I'm like, I couldn't hold it anymore. Otherwise, I'm either gonna die or somebody else is gonna die. So I'm like, just let me. Because sometimes I go to the bathroom and I can hear them call my name from the front room. They want to summon me, and I'm like, I was only gone for 2 seconds. And when I am working, I'm always at the front. I'm never spending any time on my phone that much, unless if it was recently when we're not as busy. Or like, I never spend time in the back room or anything. So like my coworkers, sometimes they disappear away from me, but like I make sure that I'm always there because we always need somebody there because you never know when people are going to walk in and stuff and people cannot be waiting. So I make sure that I'm always there to take their orders. And then what if they order like whatever ice cream or whatever, obviously I'm there to get it done. So I'm fast with the ice creams now, especially when I have to cover them up when I do closing, which I actually really like closing in general, mostly because I don't have to count my drawer. Thank God. Anymore because they have the new thing now, but it helps me out a lot actually. So like I'm able to like get everything done so I can focus on everything else. But I was out late Friday because I wanted to make sure that I had everything cleaned and I had to wipe down the handles. But my boss Harry, he did it because he's like, you do know I already did it, right? And I'm like, yeah, but like there's some left over and I just want to make sure I get it all because sometimes when I wipe the handles for the ice cream freezers, they're not fully clean either because you can't see under it. So clearly, no, I have to wear my work hat at work, and if you forget the work cap, you have to wear a hairnet. And thank God that hasn't happened to me yet. Knock on wood. Jesus and ow, my knuckles. No, so yeah, I can hear them yell out my name as soon as I go to the bathroom. It's actually hilarious because it happens so much. And I'm like, again, I've only been gone for 2 seconds. Half the time I straight up walk into the bathroom and then they call for me and I'm like, I just walked in and I have to use the bathroom. Wait, Jesus. So I'm like, especially when I'm not feeling good, it does not help either. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm gonna keep getting sick more often now because it's summer. So we have really good AC though, so that's good. Plus, I was sweating to death Friday also because we went to Salem Thursday because I had Thursday off, and I again I got so sunburnt. And when you get sunburnt, it radiates heat off. And I was sweating to death, but I put on a long sleeve shirt because I also knew that was also going to be cold because of the AC. So I was suffering, and then everything was just irritating my back and my shoulders my whole shift. I wanted to cry, and I did, but like later on. But it just sucks. I don't know, it just sucks. But because I was telling my work best friend, like I got burnt badly, and I'm suffering. And then yeah, there was something else I was gonna say and I totally forgot. But yeah, it took me a lot longer to get everything clean because there's a lot that we had to do because people weren't like leaving when they had to. Because we close at 10 Fridays and Saturdays. So like that's the one day I don't like doing closing, but I do and I don't. It depends on how I feel, I guess, but I still go in regardless. I almost called out Friday, but like I'm not gonna do that because I also haven't been feeling well because of my sunburn. So it sucks. And I might look normal here, okay? My face ain't burnt. It's my back and shoulders that are burnt, okay? I look demented now, but it is what it is. I don't know, because half the time I feel like recently I've been acting very, very happy or very, very smiley when on the inside, like I am happy, but I'm also depressed at the same time and it just sucks. And then like last night, I couldn't take it anymore. And then I also missed my favorite person because I haven't been able to see my favorite person in a long time. So like that's also getting to me a lot. And I also told my work best friend that too. And like it's starting to get to me a little bit, but like I've been busy, they've been busy, so it's just been hard. So and then the other stuff that's been going on too, personally, too. So I am gonna be going up to Maine to go visit my uncle because I really need to, and because he's not gonna be coming down because he's been struggling with his health a lot this year and last year. So it just it does scare me because I spent a lot of my childhood going to Maine to visit him when I was a kid, and that has a lot of happy memories when I was a kid too. Just like how when I lost my aunt last year, I'm still kind of dealing with that as well. And I'm just happy that I'm able to have Lucy here because it does help me, but like it doesn't help me enough. And then I was getting very depressed actually because I wasn't being able to go out and record for you guys for a long time because I was working a lot during that time period, so I didn't have time to go out and record. I didn't even have time to go out to go see my sister, which I did Friday, and I was almost late to work a little bit, close, but I was actually on time. I texted my work best friend. I'm like, she got in after me because we were getting in at the same time. So I was just telling her that I was possibly going to be late, but I wasn't. I got there on time, so I got lucky that day. So thank God. But it just like I didn't even have time to even go see my grandmother either. I haven't had time to go out and see people unless they come to me, which my best friend Megan's able to because she lives close to me. So it's just like she did move though, but she still lives in the same area roughly. But we did go, so we had a girls' day too before the cruise night because, as I said before, we went to the movies. I don't know if I brought that up because I the last time I went live because I don't think I went to the movies yet. We went to go see Lilo and Stitch. It was a good movie. They cut out actually a lot of good stuff from the original movie. But other than that, it was a pretty good movie. For what I recorded for a couple of clips, actually, Stitch is my spirit animal from the beginning of the movie. But they got rid of Jumba having the character arc that he did in the original film. They took that away from us. They took Uncle Jumba away from us. It's a crime, all right? It's a crime. But it just feels like I've just been numb and just not been like being able to express my feelings a lot recently, and it's just been getting to me. It's kind of like I've been pretending to be fine, which I kind of have been because I've been able to go out and record. I haven't been able to prior, and that's why I've been gone for a long time. And then around the time that I got the Switch, I wasn't able to go out and record also for a while. So I was just spending more time on my Switch. I haven't been spending time on my phone. I also know I haven't been posting that much on social media in general, but it's because I have nothing to put up in the first place. So that's also why I've been gone. Unless it's stories and I'm just like reposting stuff that I like to share, because I do that too. So even if I'm non-existent, I'm still like kind of there on my stories, I guess, too. But and yeah, I do love the beanie though. I also got a journal and a keychain as well for Salem. Well, the journal it doesn't say Salem on it. It says Book of Shadows. And it doesn't have any lines in it because I want to perfect my writing. So I want to see if I can be able to do it that way. I also tried to send letters to some people too. It didn't receive any letters back which is funny. I'm not mad at that. I just think it's funny that nobody responded. And one of them was from my best friend too. So it was like I just thought it was funny. She told me she got it. She just didn't send me a letter back. And I know because I check my mailbox all the time. But it's also because like my cousin, he lives on the top apartment, so some majority of his mail goes into my mailbox, so I have to go throw it into his mailbox. So it is what it is. And then like during that time period, also when I was working a lot, I broke down at work at least twice. They made me go home once because I could not stop crying. But that's also because I was very tired, and then I was overwhelmed because we were very, 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 very busy that day. And I know I couldn't do something, but I ended up doing it because my work best friend, she went off in the back and she disappeared. And then my boss was like, you gotta talk to people if you need help. You gotta communicate. I'm like, yeah, but I also don't like doing that because I want to be able to do stuff on my own. But he also said that so I could stop crying. He also told me to stop crying. It's funny. He didn't mean it in a mean way. He said it in a joking way, and it did actually make me laugh a little bit. It did make me feel better for like 2 seconds, and then I was back to like bawling my eyes out. So they had me leave early, and then I wasn't feeling good one day, so my stomach was bugging the heck out of me. So my other boss let me go home. I have multiple bosses. We have like multiple managers actually. So I just call them all my boss. So like nobody knows who the heck I'm talking about. So it's kind of like tossing around a hot potato, regardless. So I have been taking time off of social media though, Mark. The problem is that like I'm not myself this year. This year has been extremely hard on me. I'm not like myself. And I've known that since like January. So I've been struggling since January. And I'm trying my best not to struggle. I'm trying my best to be normal. I don't know what it is. It's just this year has been hard for me in general. And I'm trying my best. And then it hits me in certain spots. And then like half the time I'm fine. And I'm feeling better. And then I feel bad when I'm gone for a long time. Because I like to be there for people. But like recently, it's just been like I need more time to myself this year. So I'm not trying to do it on purpose. So not only that, but I'm trying to like make sure I can schedule stuff around work, because when I work, I don't like to go out anywhere. And if I do, it's just for like little drives with my mom before work so I can get some time outside the house. Because when I'm not working, I'm at home. And then that's also why I like how Lucy's here, because it's like an extra thing I have to do. I can feed her, I can clean out the litter box. I have something extra to do besides normal chores, and I'm always doing chores, and it just feels like I'm doing the same things. And then when I can't get stuff done, I literally hate myself when I can't get stuff done. When I only have like a certain amount of days that I have off. And it sucks. And then I want to be posting more, but I also don't feel like posting at the same time, because like I know I have to post and I have to keep things regular, and it's hard for me to do that because I just don't have time. Like recently, I've been keeping up with my journal, and then I also haven't been journaling as much as I need to recently either. And that's the one thing that I need, especially like right now, because it's how I'm able to get my feelings out and I feel understood, because it's just me and myself and a pencil. And I've been that way since I was a kid, because either I was not that I was journaling, but I was writing stuff like stories and stuff like that. Like I do write on Wattpad every time. Sorry, not every time, but like what I mean is, and half the time I talk out of my ass too. So like half the time people don't understand what I'm saying. So I'm sorry. So like half this shit that comes out of my mouth is just totally random and it has no meaning. Because even though like half the time I don't even understand what the heck I'm saying. So it's really like I used to write on Wattpad a lot, and I was creating stories. I don't have time for that anymore because I have to do everything else. And like my ADHD has been like taking a hold of me so hard also this year, because I've been very stressed out. So it's hard for me to regulate myself, because I feel either very tired, it's either emotionally or physically. Sometimes it's both at once. And whenever I say I'm tired, it's because I'm telling people how I feel, or like that's why I'm being a certain way. It's not like I'm trying to be like that on purpose. And half the time I can't text or talk to people when I'm half asleep because I don't make any sense. Uh it just sucks. And then when like it was nice for me to go to the movies with Megan, because they have the bar now. So I had 2 slushies, one with alcohol in it and one in normal. And then she had a hard cider. I tried it. I didn't like it. I would rather just have a regular cider. Nah. I don't know. It brought me back to the brewing beer, kind of, when I went to the brewery. That was disgusting. Ugh. Nah. Gross. But yeah, because like there's a lot of stuff that I promised for this year, and I know that there's a possibility I'm not going to be able to get it done due to how everything is. It's just me figuring out how to be able to do YouTube while also working, because I can't really go anywhere unless I ask my dad, and I don't like asking my dad for stuff because he gets cranky and very moody, and then when it's supposed to be a fun thing, he makes it very negative. So I mean, it is what it is. So it sucks. It just sucks. And I've just been going through it this year. And on my bad days, I just make sure that I get up and be able to be more active, because it helps me. So I'm off of my laptop, I'm off of my phone. I haven't played Sims 4 in a long time on my computer because I have not had the time. Or like I would rather play on my Switch. And half the time I'm mostly just gaming when people message me. I do see people's messages. I just can't respond always, because, or at least not right now. And majority of the time I am, because there's a lot of times where I'm very active on my phone and I am messaging people all the time. I'm also a very frequent texter a lot of time too. And I like to talk to people as well. So like that's also why I'm like always on my phone. But I only have time for my inner circle, especially this year. If you're not in my inner circle, I apologize if I'm not like around. it's just how it is. And I also need to be able to take care of myself, honestly, because like this year's hard enough. And like I feel like everything has just been worse this year than it has been any other time. But it's also because like there's been a lot of stuff. Whenever I'm finally like in a good mood, there's always something that comes out of nowhere that pushes me down, and I'm like, what the hell? So one of the times I was having a really bad day, I called my favorite person, and I couldn't get a hold of them because I was also at work, so I also couldn't keep calling them. They were also at work too. So I felt bad after that fact, but I just wanted to be able to feel like normal and to be able to talk it out because I was having a very shitty day. So I was just like I felt better later because I'm able to be able to regulate myself and have positive ways to deal with my depression and anxiety and everything. My anxiety has been very high recently, so I haven't been able to sleep also because of my anxiety. So I have to start taking my magnesium gummies again because it's been so long. So, I mean, it is what it is. Ugh. Well, if you have anxiety medication, in my opinion, you shouldn't really wean off of that. We'll see, Mark. We'll see with that one. Oh, it does. But yeah, and yeah, I know it's gross. I don't have any. Oh, I do have tissues. I forgot. There is tissues right here. I need tissues. But yeah, because again, it sucks because I feel like I'm fine 1 minute, I'm happy and I'm enjoying everything 1 minute, and then I dip down, and then it's like it's straight up like a roller coaster. And yeah, I forgot that I had tissues right there, and I put them right there, so it sucks. But it like I don't even know anymore because half the time I feel like I'm drowning, but like I'm also fine at the same time. And it's either I have a lot of emotions at once or I just feel completely numb. There's two versions. And what's actually sadder is that I cannot tell if it's my ADHD paralysis acting up or if it's just regular depression or it's anxiety and depression at the same time. I can't tell anymore. And like I've already had like anxiety attacks before work too a lot because there's a whole time where I didn't really like going into work for a while because everything was just so bad, which I'm fine now because like I feel better when I'm at work than I do at home. And I've said this already like 50 times. I feel better when I'm at work, especially when I work with my coworker Natalia because I literally feel better when I work with her because she doesn't judge me or anything and I'm allowed to be myself like completely, and I'm a straight up goober. I'm a straight up goober when we work together, especially on our low days. And I love working Monday nights with her. I love working with her. She's one of my favorite people to work with recently because like she doesn't get mad at me when I don't understand something or yell at me when I don't understand something. So it helps me, and then we're able to literally work very well together. And I really like working with her because she's one of my favorite people like this year that I met this year specifically. And I love working with her because of that. And then it's also funny because my coworker Sam just comes out of nowhere and then we're all just like being goobers. Even when my coworker Michaela was over too, like we were all being goobers. Like it's funny because whenever we have like an off day, like that's when I'm the most happy, and then I'm just a goober majority of the time, which is funny when people walk in, they just see me just like vibing. And then sometimes when I'm vibing, my coworker Sam, he literally looks over from the kitchen. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm just vibing, Sam. Just go with it. He's hilarious. And I do love my coworkers so much. They're literally like the best people ever. So it sucks. I mean, it is and it's not, Mark, because I've been struggling since I was a kid with this, so I don't really think that it's hormonal based specifically. So it's just this year, like in general. Like there's a lot of times where I have bad years and then I have good years and stuff. And then also when I'm home, Lucy's around more often. When you have pets, they can sense when like you're very like mentally down. And then they come to comfort you the whole time, and then it just makes you want to. It makes you happy, but it also makes you want to cry even harder because we literally do not deserve animals. We really don't. Yeah. But it's been a lot better since Lucy has been here in general, as I said before. Because without her, I think it would be worse and I would be sleeping more often because it literally feels like I sleep all day. And then I also sleep all night at the same time. It feels like I'm constantly sleeping recently too. So that's another reason why I drink the Gatorade. So I have like the electrolytes. So it's not like I totally do not have like vitamins in my system. Because I'm too stubborn to take actual vitamins. But like I'm trying my best. And then like I could feel it when I was like editing my video too, which I had to stop editing my video whenever I get like that because I don't want to be crying over my laptop because it's gonna wreck my laptop, obviously. So I have to stop it, take a break, and then I have to come back to it. And then half the time I'm constantly having my earbuds in and listening to music. So, and then if I don't walk and listen to music at least once or twice a day, it makes it worse. Cause like that's one of the things that I deal with how I deal with it. Or I'm just like listening through YouTube, even though I have like the TV on in the next room because for some reason that's how I have to function. Half the time I can't get stuff done unless I'm doing the wash at the same time. It's weird. It's very, very weird. But that's just how I function, I guess. And then I just wish that I could just be normal, but I'm not. Also, it's just a lot of stuff. And then like at work, it's also hard because like it just feels like I'm also constantly making mistakes at work. It's mostly by accident. I'm not trying to, but recently I've been very good about it though. But because I told my work best friend like yesterday, not yes. Oh wait, yeah, not yesterday. That was Friday. I told her recently, majority of the time when I am working, it feels like I'm mostly just taking out the trash. Majority of the time. I'm at work, which I don't mind because like that's the main thing that I do, and somebody has to do it. So I'm like, I'm always checking that, which is funny because like I'm supposed to be working the front. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you still have to you have to do that. And then I get OCD with cleaning the tables a lot too. So like people have to deal with me doing that. They leave that to me though because I love doing it. So I always make sure that they're clean. So it's funny. It's even funnier when my boss asks me to do it right after I get done doing all the tables. I'm like, I just did them. They're fine for like the next hour or so when people come in. So, I mean, it's that. But keeping everything restocked isn't too bad. Or at least recently, because we're packed and not packed, but it literally just feels like my life is work, and that's what I've been mostly focusing on because honestly, if I don't, I feel like I might break even more. That's just how it is. So like a majority of the time I talk about work all the time. It's just because like my mind is focused on that. Because if I focus on anything else, it's practically like a snap. So that's also why I've been gone a lot recently, and I'm trying not to be, but I need to in a way, because again, it's just all like that, even if that makes no sense to most people, but it makes sense to me. So as long as something makes sense to you, technically that's all that matters, honestly. But like this year is just, it just feels like a nightmare. Like, yeah, I don't even know anymore sometimes. But I'm trying my best. That's all. Like, because again, I literally have not been on my socials as much. Like, I am active, but I'm not posting anything. Like, that's what I mean by not being around. Like, my presence isn't there, but it is. So. Yeah, but I like work though, because I am actually like a very ambitious person, even though it doesn't always show majority of the time. Because it's something that I feel on the inside, but also a lot of people who know me pretty well since I was a kid knows that I am an ambitious person. It's just, it depends on what my ambitiousness is focused on specifically, if that makes sense. So it's like, I don't know. But yeah, that's a long time to be working though. Cause oh yeah, speaking of that, so like there's a guy who came in who was trying to get his son to work at my place of work actually. He was 14 and we take 16 and up for people to work at our at here, cuz when you're 15 you have to have a working permit specifically. I even told that to my work best friend because we were working that shift together. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that's not fun. That's stressful. That's stressful, Mark, for sure. Like even nah, I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't survive. Cause like when I was doing college, I was actually extremely depressed because I didn't really have time to even have like a social life, like at all. I didn't even have time to go out and record like at all because I had to, like, there was so much work that I had to do. I couldn't even do chores majority of the time. And I'm just surprised I survived that actually, because it was that bad. It was worse then than it is now, because I'm able to like be able to work stuff out to where I'm not gonna, I mean, I do still break down and shit, but it's not as bad as my point, because I'm able to go and do stuff until like able to go and do stuff to help me not feel like a piece of shit. That's what I'm trying to say. But like I only realized that like I was getting depressed again recently because one, I haven't eaten anything all day. Two, my anxiety is very high. Three, I've been literally binge watching Wife Swap like crazy. I also binge watched Inuyasha today. I binge watched Naruto today. I also binge watched Big Mouth for a little bit because I'm like shuffling a lot of the stuff that I really like to watch and like to binge watch. I know for a fact that when I get off this live stream, I am binge watching Stranger Things because I need that for my brain. Ah, like literally. Well, if you weren't like drinking heavily, it's not bad to drink on the weekends. Like, it's only bad if you drink excessively. What I mean is like heavily, multiple drinks a day, or like, you know, you're an alcoholic if you're drinking at like as soon as you get up practically. Like my aunt who passed away last year or early this year, I do forget when she passed away because my brain kind of blocks that out. She was drinking 24/7, and that's kind of what contributed to her to pass away, actually. It wasn't the main reason, but it's one of them, though. So the starting that's November 26th is volume 1, actually. So, and then I think it's twice in December as well for the volume 2 and 3, I believe. From the new trailers, apparently Eddie isn't a part of it, so I don't know if they scrapped that part, which I hope that they didn't, because I want Eddie back. Even if he's a vampire, I want him back in the show. He's the best part of the show, even if he is gonna be a monster. Bruh! He was the best part of season 4. Speaking of, I am gonna binge watch the first episode of season 4. That's my favorite episode of Stranger Things as a whole because of Eddie and Chrissy. It puts me at ease. And you don't want to know how many times I've rewatched that specific episode. It's a lot. There's a couple times where my favorite person came over to my house, and I literally got to the exact part of my favorite part when they came over. The many times I forced that person to rewatch that episode. I feel bad, but I had to. I love that episode so much. Ay. Jesus. Makes sense. Oh, so that's been a long time. Jesus Christ. I was in high school. I was a sophomore in high school in 2018. Oh wait. No, yeah, I'm correct because that's correct because 9th grade was 2016 to 2017 or 20. Yeah, no, yes, because I graduated in 2015 of middle school. Yeah, I get messed up. I can't either because the hype for it is actually very exciting. They haven't made any more new trailers actually specifically, so it's quite interesting. So, I mean, I don't know because I've been seeing them when I open Snapchat. It's not Snapchat. It's TikTok, not Snapchat. That makes sense. I mean, they have Spotlight on Snapchat now, but I don't open it. I don't even want to look at it. I posted some Spotlight videos before, but I keep forgetting how that works. I'm like, no, I'm not going to utilize that. Utilize is not even a word. Utilize that. I mean, I tried, but I don't like the format. So no. Even like Twitter on my phone, considering I do not use it, like it uninstalled on my phone. So that's perfect, I barely use it, so I'm fine with that. Like, I've been using Threads more than I've used Twitter, which is terrifying and not terrifying. But even though Twitter kind of shows you the stats of your posting, which Threads does not, but that's technically not really the purpose of Threads, though. So, I mean, it is what it is. All I know is that I need to drink myself. Because I also had a headache before I even started live stream. I had like a light headache, which I'm probably going to get the headache again because I'm stressed out again. Because I also know I'm probably also possibly going to pass out after I leave the live stream because I need a nap. I need like a 2-hour nap so bad. Why? What do you mean why? I feel like I've been a broken record recently because I say that to a lot of people. Mostly my best friends. I'm like, what do you mean? Why? Whenever they say like a certain thing, I say that phrase so much, it hurts my brain. I'm not making that up. I say that a lot. I also say that a lot at work. And then I just realized that now because I say that to like my work best friend too. Because she's always like, I don't know. Because we both say that to each other. Because half the time, like I start doing something and then she's like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, oh. I don't know. And it's mostly when I thought I was following like in order, but apparently I read it wrong or I looked at it wrong or from my memory is not correct. So it's just it's weird. Okay. I keep getting emails. I don't know, cause like I don't even remember how to respond to comments on Twitter. Actually, I normally just post and then I disappear, which is funny. I don't even get notifications from Twitter now. I still get it from like Reddit too, but I hate Reddit because it keeps locking me out for some reason. Because I don't open it unless I have to post, which I'm gonna do that tomorrow, obviously. But like, I don't know, it's ridiculous. It's annoying that it just does that. Like, cause like I don't know, cause there's horror story stuff like on Reddit, so that's another reason why I'm on Reddit. If I browse Reddit, that's what I'm doing. It's weird. You don't get the point of people commenting on Twitter. I mean, that's kind of what Twitter is known for. Like, that's the whole point of Twitter, though, for people to comment on tweets practically or make their own tweets and then wait for comments or whatever. But I don't like. I mean, I like Twitter and I don't because of like again formatting, and it doesn't really do that much. I only did that because I was told that like technically for a YouTuber standpoint, you need a Twitter. Air quotes. You need to air quotes. Jesus. Yeah, Twitter is weird. I don't even understand that. And I'm 23. I'm 23 and I don't understand what Twitter is. Well, no, I understand what Twitter is. I just don't know how to use it. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't like certain like platforms cuz like I think I had Tumblr once. I made an account and since I did not like the format of Tumblr, I got rid of it. And I haven't had it for years. So it's really like I don't even know. This is just straight up random. I don't even know anymore. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Ugh. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But no, bottom line for what I want to do in the future is possibly doing gaming stuff more often. Talking about games and stuff like that for what I like and what I don't, and how certain things are better for my opinion. I don't know how well that's gonna do though, but I know how I want to do it. So let's see if I remember. Yay! Uh, three is the fishing vlogs that I really want to do, but I still I still need my fishing license, as well as getting more tackle. And night crawlers work the best when you are fishing in general. For a lot of reasons. I still remember when I caught that eel and then I accidentally killed the poor thing. That's a whole story. But that was years ago though. I don't remember what year that was. But uh yeah. And then I want to do more vlogging, but it's hard. I also want to do the tie dyeing, getting shirts and tie dyeing my own shirts and stuff. I'm gonna be doing that video with Megan, I believe. I already asked her if she wanted to do it, and she said yeah. So I just need to get the stuff from Michaels. That's all I need to do. You know, the craft store, not my cousin's apartment. My cousin's or uncle's place because I have Uncle Michael's as well as my cousin who lives upstairs. So it's funny. It is and it's not. So no, I got this from Savers actually years ago. I think. Ooh, I've had this shirt for years. I just haven't worn it that much, honestly. Because I also got a tie dye tank top too, but I wear that one to sleep. But I have I have a lot of tie dye shirts actually, but I want one of them I made myself years ago when I was a senior in high school because of art class. So I don't even know where that is now. But it did get stained, so it breaks my heart because I liked the pink and the white and the blue that I used for that shirt. And I tie-dyed it wrong because I was trying to go for the spiral design, and it didn't. It partly worked and it didn't at the same time. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter because tie-dyeing is supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to be you creating something yourself. So, like, that's how it's supposed to work. And I also haven't tie-dyed in years, and I only tie-dyed once. So it's gonna be a beautiful video of me being stupid for like 20 minutes. Because again, me and Megan are supposed to be doing it, and I don't know when we're gonna be doing it because it's also gonna be hot out, and then I also want to make sure because we're gonna be doing it in my driveway, so I just want to make sure that my cousin just doesn't walk in the middle of me recording that because there's a couple times where I was doing a live stream outside and he just pops out of nowhere, and then I get distracted for a whole 20 minutes. It's funny. You guys never seen him. Like, you can hear him like walking around the background because he just came home to get his Harley to go drive off. So like he's not he doesn't. I mean, he lives here. He's not here all the time. I'm practically the main tenant of the house now, but still, it's not a bad thing. I don't even know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, no, I did because you have to rubber band them a certain way. The shirts for certain designs. I thought I did it correctly, but apparently I did not. So it is what it is, though. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, technically you can and you can't because it doesn't really matter. So I mean, there was supposed to be more dye on that shirt. So it was supposed to look more like this, but there's more white patches than there were supposed to be. I don't know who ever made this shirt, but I love the colors though. So I might also make a couple extras. So I'm gonna probably buy like a couple of shirts. Specifically one for me and Megan. I might make 2 extras or 4 extras. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how much I have for it. And then I have to make sure that I have the bucket for that too. So I gotta look for that bucket because I have to fill the water. To fill the water. I gotta fill the water. No, I meant fill the bucket with water. And then I think I have to reattach the hose on the side of the house. I'm also gonna see if the water is gonna be able to come out because that's important for that video specifically. So yeah. I barely wear this thing, but like I've worn it in like a couple videos. I wore this in my Beverly video actually, and then I keep forgetting that I have this shirt because it's in my closet. I have a lot of clothes that are in my closet that I don't wear because I wear the same stuff all the time. Unless I get new clothes, and then I constantly wear the new clothes. After I get home after shopping, I normally just put on clothes unless I get it from a thrift store and then I wash it right away. So it's like I don't even know. I don't even know. Whew. But yeah. Thank you guys for being on the live stream. Thank you to everybody who came and participated. Sending you guys off. I gotta continue working on the YouTube video, and I gotta eat food. I'm hungry. I'm surprised you guys can't hear my stomach growling, actually. But my anxiety is high, so it's kind of better if I don't eat because otherwise I'm just gonna end up getting sick anyway. It is what it is. That's my life, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, see you guys Monday too because I'll be uploading the new video Monday. And I will try not to die. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And I hope you guys are doing good as well. You guys better be doing good. Otherwise, I'm going to be pissed. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody who's been on the live stream, who got to participate and talk for even a little bit, even if it wasn't that much. Sorry if I missed some people's comments. It does happen sometimes. So if I didn't respond to you, I apologize. But yeah, I'm sending you guys off. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good rest of your weekend, and also enjoy Monday. And also have a good rest of your week if I'm not back being around more. So yeah. Enjoy, guys. Bye.